What episode is it, Ian? I don't know, because we did a thing.
So we were sitting there in the silence because we removed the background noise.
Yeah.
And I realized before, I was like, shit, I wanted to tell him to, like, not fuck it up this time.
Don't fuck it up. Oh, yeah, you forgot. And you pointed at me and you were like, you do the intro. And I was like, no, you do the intro, because we had a mishap with episode 59.
Yeah, I had a mishap.
No, it's a we.
I didn't upload the last episode on YouTube.
Neither of us.
It was on our podcast services, which I think almost everyone's going.
Yeah.
But the YouTube one is just now getting uploaded on Sunday, the 3rd of June.
The 3rd of June. And this episode will go up 2 days from now.
Right, Tuesday the 5th.
So welcome back to Zero HP Podcast episode 60. No. Yes, it is. I was like, we just talked about it.
No, it's my turn to fuck it up.
Okay, all right. Jesus. Episode 41.
You always get to fuck it up. I want to fuck it up.
The H0P podcast.
H0P. Yeah, dude, 60. I like that it's 60. So 60, obviously, it sounds good. You're like, oh, even number.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a special episode.
Yeah.
In the sense we're not really going over the normal stuff.
Right.
This is a very concentrated episode, right?
Yeah,
introductory.
I would say usually we're concentrated, right?
Yeah, sure. But we usually we start like, hey, what are you playing?
Are we not?
I don't know, man. We got a lot to talk about in an hour.
I mean,
and those hours fucking fly.
We can do a quick, like 2 minute.
All right.
What have you been playing? Go ahead. Go. You go. Boom.
So we're doing E3 stuff, by the way.
E3.
That's why we're rushing through what we've been playing.
Yeah, we're gonna do some predictions and some just kind of going over
discussion.
Just discussion, yeah, general discussion.
Yeah. So what we've been playing. So I've been stuck at my mom's house.
Okay. Yeah.
Since Friday.
Yeah.
Thursday actually. She left for Washington on Thursday. She's not coming back till next weekend.
Gotcha.
So this is Tuesday. So it's like I have barely been home. And the week before that, I never had time to play either. So I barely played ESO. Yeah. Because summer sets out.
Gotcha.
Really been enjoying it, but I'm only like 2-3 hours in maximum. I barely even touched it, which is incredibly frustrating. DLC for Warhammer 2 came out, including free DLC and paid DLC, both of which I own and would love to play, but won't probably for another week.
Gotcha.
And so what I decided I was going to do was like, hey, I'll play some random games on my Xbox. So I took my Xbox. I played a little Skyrim.
Cool.
And it just wasn't running very well on my Xbox. I put some mods on there.
Oh, okay.
But even so, I ran into all kinds of these weird issues I'd never run into before, where like my attack speed didn't work. Like it was like, way slow.
Really?
So your sword, you can hit about a little faster than 1 second.
Yeah.
So it's like he's like swing, 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 swing. Like that's the motion. Well, it was like swing, and I could just keep hitting the right trigger. Swing.
How weird.
Swing.
Was the enemy slowing down as well?
No, it was just me.
What?
So it was like I was like dying because I couldn't deliver enough damage.
How weird.
I don't know. And it wasn't a mod thing because I uninstalled all the mods and it's still like that. I just got all fucking frustrated, and so I've been watching at my mom's house on YouTube. I've been watching YouTube videos of like all the mods.
Oh, okay.
The best mod across like a crazy like hundreds of mods.
Yeah.
And what I'm gonna do is get the Nexus mod manager for Skyrim, and I'm gonna download like 80. I'm gonna create a new game out of Skyrim. Basically, it'll still be Skyrim itself.
Yeah.
And then I might do some content or something with like a crazy modded out. It'll be like a new experience.
So you're gonna play it on PC.
I'm gonna go to PC.
Gotcha.
Because I just don't want to deal with this shit.
So what are you gonna do for the rest of the week at your mom's?
So I downloaded Mad Max.
Oh.
And I think I'm gonna give that another shot.
Okay.
If I ever stop just watching like random shit on YouTube.
So you're not going to play it. Gotcha. That's what you're saying. Gotcha.
So I might play Mad Max. I got Prey on there. Got Diablo on there. So we'll see what I end up playing.
Cool, man. For myself, last on the other podcast that went up 10 minutes ago, you can hear that I was planning on getting laser eye corrective surgery done. And I did. I did have it done. Things are great now. Turns out the recovery wasn't quite as quick as I had hoped.
Right.
Definitely wasn't coming back that night or within 4 days after that. So for those of you not familiar with it real quick, they have LASIK and they have something called PRK, 2 different procedures. The only difference is with PRK, they don't make a flap in your eye and then do it that way. They just go directly through the top layer of your eye with the laser and whatnot. They just remove the top layer and kind of wipe that away and they let it reheal naturally. That's what I had done. And they didn't tell me until 5 minutes before I went in there that all he said was the recovery is tougher. And I was like, well, I'm tough. So, yeah, I'll be all right. And then meanwhile, the whole way home, I'm crying like crazy. Not crying like I'm sad, crying
like onions.
My eyes are swollen and watery and oniony, and I'm blowing my nose all over my dad's car. I went home. I couldn't see for 2 more days at all.
Couldn't see how?
I couldn't open my eyes. So I could see, but I was so sensitive to light that I had to go into my closet and close all the doors if I wanted to like lay down and be like relaxed. But at that point, I was so uncomfortable because they do put healing contacts in your eyes that you have to keep in for 5 days.
Oof.
And I've been trained for years not to sleep with contacts in.
Yeah.
So the night of the procedure, after I had it done, I slept for like an hour, I think. So I was miserable that night, miserable the following day, completely regretted it. I hated everyone. I was just tired and like grumpy and uncomfortable. My eyes were dry because I didn't sleep, and I tried to put the drops in, but I can't open my eyes. I had to go in my closet, and then I would miss with the drops because I can't see anything.
Cheek.
Hit the cheek, hit the mouth. They don't taste good. Like 3 different drops I had to take every day. I was miserable for 4 days, and now it's the best purchase I've ever made, best investment I've ever made. It's awesome. I wake up, I have vision. It doesn't make any sense. I'm still like in this weird disbelief about it. But
are you going to have to get it redone years down the line?
They said in my 40s I might need reading glasses.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh.
That works?
That works for me.
Yeah.
Because
that's what I'm going to be like. I know I'll need reading glasses. My mom and my dad.
Oh, gotcha.
That kind of vision problem, opposites. Well, my dad's basically just going blind. But for the longest time, he was nearsighted.
Gotcha.
So he couldn't see anything. But now he just can't see anything. He's like, reading. But my mom needs reading glasses.
Okay.
So I'll probably end up being that way.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was nearsighted, so couldn't see anything, further than a hand length in front of me.
Right. Like this.
Yeah, there's no way. Like, I would come in here, and if I brought my glasses over to your house, which I used to do because I hated contacts, I would take them off and couldn't read any of those numbers or anything. I would just talk, and I could barely see you.
And then I'm like, we're at an hour. Like, oh, really?
Like, oh, what? No way! It goes by so fast. But now I have to watch every minute go by, and but no, it's crazy. Awesome investment.
So I think what you're trying to tell us is you probably weren't playing a whole lot of games.
That is really the point of what I was saying. The night before I had LASIK done, I did play God of War because you were gracious enough to let me borrow it, and it's an incredible game. Unfortunately, most of what I played, I've already played here. Yeah, but I loved it again, and it was fun again, and it was awesome. I played like an additional hour after that. Cool. Where you get to do kind of some more like walking around, finding things, exploring, talking, and
you did on the boat.
I did meet.
Did you get on a boat yet? The little low boat? Okay.
Well, you do in the beginning.
In the very beginning.
In the very beginning, yeah.
I mean after that.
I haven't again.
Okay.
I did meet another character whose name I don't remember because it was a week. He's kind of like the trader, like the market guy. Brock, thank you. Yeah. I did meet Brock.
Blacksmith.
And that was right where I stopped.
I love Brock.
Yeah, I haven't done anything with him, so I didn't even know if he was like a trader or a blacksmith, but I met him and then stopped.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at right now. Can't wait to play it again. I did game for the last 2 days, just played more Fortnite because I'm addicted again. And it's so hard to go back to PUBG after playing that game. Which I talked about, a 45-minute game compared to a 15-minute game is just so crazy different.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really it, man.
I feel like your time is being made.
Yeah, 100%. Especially in a game like PUBG where 44 of those minutes are spent looting, and then you die. Sorry to go off on a tangent there about the eye thing, in case people were curious.
That's what you've been doing this week.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been laying around and
sleeping in a closet like a little abused child.
I know. Dude, and I listened to every podcast I have, and I was caught up on everything. So what I eventually did, I turned on Sons of Anarchy on Netflix, which I've already seen, and I just listened to it. Okay. And I was like, oh man, I think they're fighting right now. Oh, that sounds like a gunfight, and that's all I did. I listened to like seasons 1 through 4. I don't know why. I was caught up on podcasts. It's hard for me to go back and re-listen to a podcast.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, so I just... Yeah.
There's more podcasts out there, man. You just listen to all the Game Informer podcasts?
Literally, my phone can't hold any more podcasts.
Oh, okay.
I'm like subscribed to 35 podcasts on... Absolutely not. I don't do that. And I probably should. We'll figure it out. That's what we've been playing.
Mine automatically delete like a week after I've listened to the whole thing.
Mine is on like a podcast app, so I don't actually have to download them. It just streams it from the app. Okay. Yeah, I can download them.
Well, same. I can stream. You can stream iTunes.
Yeah.
But I also download them, so I don't have to stream when I'm.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Like
I do that for like long car rides and stuff. I pre-download podcasts. But yeah, that's what I've been up to, man. Not too much.
Awesome. Well, this week should be a little better for you.
Much better.
Gameplay wise, I guess next week I'll tell you if I played any games or not.
I guess we'll see. You're just like, no, I watch YouTube the whole time.
When is the 10th? That's the first...
That would be...
Wait, is EA Play before the 10th? Doesn't EA Play start prior to E3? because they think they're cute?
That I don't know. Well, EA is doing their show on June 9th.
Yeah, so it's the day before.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to have shows. Can we get together for that?
Yeah, we should be. I think so.
Because that'll be us hanging out all weekend, which would be really
pretty
cool.
much. Yeah, and I'll let you know by then. I don't think I have anything to do. But
so the 10th is on a Sunday,
right.
So I don't know how that's gonna work for you.
That should work.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and we'll go over the times too as we hit each. We're gonna kind of go through each show.
Give
a quick discussion, quick predictions on them.
I've come up with a handful of predictions. If we don't have a specific prediction, we're just gonna talk about some things we know that are happening, and then I came up with 2 pipe dreams.
Okay.
Things that
overall.
I think they're unlikely. Very, very unlikely.
Gotcha.
And one of them is from EA, and one of them is from Nintendo.
Okay.
Those are my pipe dreams.
Okay.
So.
Cool. Yeah, I have a few, no crazy pipe dreams, a few predictions that may or may not be true, but
sure.
So little teeny pipe dreams.
Just things that I wish could happen that I really don't think that will happen.
That's fair. Are you ready to dive in, dude?
Let's do this.
All right, so we're going to kick it off with EA's show on Saturday, June 9th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.
Okay.
I mean, really, for EA, I couldn't think of really any, pipe dreams, because they're
awful?
Because they're awful, and I didn't want anything from EA, so there's nothing that I was wishing for.
A full-on Battlefield 5.
We're going to get Battlefield 5.
That'll be the flagship.
Hopefully some real gameplay, because what we got before was not real gameplay, whether you want to believe it or not.
No.
Anything else on Battlefield 5 you can think of that maybe they'll...
I want to... Okay, so here's the thing I'd like to... that my friend at work said they might do, which I would really appreciate. Because we were talking about, I had some issues with the realism stuff, which there's some good counterpoints to that. It's none of these games are realistic.
Right.
Which makes sense. But just some, the over customization and the men and the women mixed units and stuff like that. It's just kind of, turns me off a little bit. I heard that there is now I don't know what this person's source was, but they were mentioning that there might be a setting that would get rid of all player customization. For you.
Oh, that's cool.
So that you don't have one-armed, face-painted ladies and dudes and guys running around looking like Kratos with a leather strap around their bare chest on the battlefield and all this bullshit.
That's funny, man.
I would really
That's a good idea. Yeah.
I would really like that.
Yeah, I wonder where they heard that from.
I don't know. I need to talk to them more about that, but I was just like, if that's a thing, yes, please.
That'd be awesome.
That would make me get into it a little bit more.
Yeah, I wonder how difficult that would be from a development standpoint to add into the game.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I don't know anything about that, but
neither do I.
That'd be a really interesting touch.
Yeah.
It's something that I don't think any game's done before either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not that I can remember.
Because my customized character is going to look boring as fuck.
It's just going to look like a dude.
He's going to look like a soldier. Yeah. So I want to see more information on those different modes. There's so many modes. I want to see what this company thing's all about. I want to see what is involved in the new Grand Operations.
The Grand Piano, and then
yes,
Grand Operations, which we talked about before, are going to be kind of spanning over days.
Yeah,
long battles, probably hour-long battles like we've gotten before.
Yep.
But we don't know much about them. We talked about how when they did their first reveal, everything was kind of vague.
Right.
But I'm sure we'll get more.
I just want to see. I want to see gameplay of all the new modes they showed.
Yeah,
and I also want to know what the catch is for free DLC.
You read my mind.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
That's a great transition. You read my mind as you usually do. I put down. I think we're going to get more comments on the whole not pay to win thing because they took such a hit from that they're going to keep harping on how great they are now that that we should welcome them back with open arms and they've changed and they care about us the way blah blah blah. Probably get more comments on loot boxes, things like that. I know that will be a point at one. I don't know if they're going to want to harp on it for too long.
They're going to have to. I mean, otherwise, I don't. There's no way that they would make all that DLC free. The maps.
No. Yeah, there's no way.
Why?
They just
EA's
won't.
not going to go from
there's no
the worst.
You can't.
The worst.
Yeah.
The worst possible offense of the microtransaction pay to win.
Literally the worst ever recorded.
Ever in AAA gaming. And then they're not going to just completely come back to being peace and love.
Peace and love, man.
Free DLC
they all come
for
out with tie-dye shirts on and
there's just no way.
Bandanas and whatnot.
So I want to find out what the catch is to that.
I think that is what I'm most looking forward to for EA's show is just to see how they address that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I want to know the truth. Because like you, I know that if a thing seems too good to be true, it is. It is. It 100% is.
Unless it's a company you really trust.
Right. Yeah. Which we'll get to.
There are companies coming up.
As far as EA's show, I also put down here, we'll probably get more Anthem gameplay.
Yeah, I want to... Here's the thing with me and Anthem. Obviously, I'm not a big Destiny fan.
Right.
Like, I like Destiny 2, but the community has gone so sour.
Yeah.
Since they've made mistake after mistake after mistake since they launched that game. That kind of makes me not even want to buy it again.
Yeah.
Because I was going to buy it for PC and play with you guys. I don't even know if I want to do that. The community has just been, like, just torched by that company.
Yeah.
So, this is their answer to Destiny. But BioWare is one of my favorite developers of all time.
Yeah.
And Casey Hudson is the guy who directed the Mass Effect games. He's directing again. So, like, there's a weird kind of balance of, like, okay, EA, I don't trust EA at all, but I trust Casey Hudson, and there's a lot of members on that team. They've been bleeding talent for a long time, but they still have him. The game seems interesting from both a story perspective and a gameplay perspective. So I'm kind of neutral on it.
Yeah.
And I'm very much looking forward. That's probably what I'm looking forward to most from EA.
It's weird because the way you described it, it almost seems like the perfect game for you or people who feel like you, where they took Destiny and kind of removed all the weirdness behind it, and they added in, a good team to create the narrative for it and a good story. And did you watch that weird teaser video that they tweeted?
It was very short.
Very, very short. I think she said, "There's something beyond the wall."
Yeah.
And then it ended.
Yeah.
And there was weird encrypted letters at the top.
Right.
Any thoughts on that?
No, I mean, I think they just want, there's a lot of companies showing these teeny little teasers, just getting you ready, letting you know what they're going to have and show off. So I don't know. I hope we get some ideas, more gameplay. I just want to have a real kind of solid feel at what that game is about, both from a mechanical point of view, online point of view, and story point of view.
I think a lot of people would agree with you. Let's jump ahead to that's the only show.
One of my pipe dreams is EA.
Please, if you have one, yeah.
So my pipe dream with EA is here's how I'm going to pose it that it could be a thing.
Okay.
Even though I don't think it is.
Okay.
Because EA is a piece of shit.
You're going to defend it before you give it away? I like it.
Well, I just want it because you can say, I could say anything about it. With a pipe dream, you could say anything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I tried to ground them in a kernel of reality.
Gotcha.
So my logical justification for something that I don't think is going to happen is EA is desperate for PR.
Yeah.
They are the most hated company in gaming.
In gaming, for sure. Yeah.
So I'm feeling like they ruined that single player game, the Star Wars game. They closed Visceral, all the shit that happened with Battlefront. They're just in the garbage. They're in a dumpster and they're on fire right now. And I feel like they'll do anything. And this is so weird. This
the
fucking
monitor, man.
So I am hoping that they have been working with Disney.
Yeah.
To have BioWare remake the original Knights of the Old Republic.
And you have nothing to...
Zero zip. And I don't think it's going to happen.
Zero.
But I'm just saying,
I love it.
I don't trust them. I don't trust them. They're not... That's too intelligent of a decision. It's too much of an investment in your fans.
Yeah.
It's too much of a forward-thinking idea.
Yeah.
It doesn't include multiplayer. It doesn't include any of the stuff that EA wants. EA doesn't... They've said they don't want to remaster the Mass Effect games for the new... which is ridiculous because you could have a bunch of people who didn't play them now, but they don't want to. So they don't make these kinds of decisions. But if they wanted to win a lot of fans back, and they gave BioWare, who made the game in the first place, the original one, they get Disney's permission to bring that story back into the canon and remake it with the incredible visuals, and maybe they make it more of an action third-person game instead of the turn-based.
Yeah.
And we get that story back with those characters back, and it's like, that here we're giving you the single player that you want.
Yep.
We heard how upset you were about Visceral. We have EA, we have the license, we have Disney, we got Star Wars. It's all there for them to do that. They will not do it because it's too perfect. But that's my pipe dream. And if EA wanted to win me back as a customer, that's what they need to do.
Yeah, I think that would be incredible, especially for a lot of people like me who never, I was too young to really play that game or at least appreciate it the way it should have been.
Sure.
So that would be a crazy opportunity to be able to dive back into that game and have those discussions with you guys who got to live through that so long ago. I think that'd be really cool. But Yeah, Pipe Dream.
Yeah, 100%. That's why I labeled it so.
Is that all you got for EA?
Yeah, that's all I got. The rest will be stupid FIFA and
exactly.
Madden, bunch of.
They're not stupid, but
I like sports and I like sports games, but they're the same thing every year. So.
Yeah, they absolutely are. They absolutely
Ultimate Team.
Guarantee we'll get Ultimate Team. Guaranteed Agent Mode. I'm sure we'll be at the. The next showing after that will actually be the following day on Sunday, June 10th. Here we go. Kicking it off with Microsoft at 4 p.m. Eastern Time.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that they were. I thought Bethesda was next.
No, not yet.
No,
according to the schedule,
I believe you.
They might have changed it.
I did not know Microsoft. Okay, cool. I have a thing for Microsoft, so
gotcha.
I got a prediction for that.
So there was a few things for me with Microsoft. My relationship with them has gone down significantly over the past few years. With the decline of Halo, with the weirdness behind Crackdown. I haven't really had a
State of Decay
connection. Oh god, no, fucking don't even. I wasn't even gonna talk about that. I haven't really had a connection with the Gears game since Gears 2.
Gears 4 was good actually. That was the one thing that they've done really well so far in the last couple of years.
Yeah. So for mine, I have just a couple talking points, and then I have two kind of weird, maybe, probably not predictions. Not so much a pipe dream. But the first thing I put here, not really a prediction, but I'm hoping. Well, I'm sure we will. We'll hear more about Crackdown.
Maybe with a release date.
Yeah, probably get a release date. Maybe in an attempt at some better PR, they'll pull Terry Crews out. Maybe they'll pay him $1 million to come out and flex and put Old Spice on and go flame sex and like play with his muscles because that's a great commercial. But other than that, I've almost completely lost interest in this game. It's just been too long. I hate talking about a thing for years
and years,
and then
Sony has done that recently. I'm not a big fan of that. It's worked for them though.
Yeah,
I don't like it though.
If you have the great product at the end, it's a whole other thing. But for me, I put of course we're gonna get Forza. I'm sure
definitely gonna get Forza, 100%.
Probably
gonna get Ori.
Ori.
They've already announced the second one.
People love Ori.
We're probably gonna get a gameplay.
Did you play it?
I tried to play it. It was very difficult.
Not your thing.
It was beautiful, but I never stick with it.
People love it though. People love those games.
Wonderful.
What is that game like Ori, but you're like a leaf, and you're literally just a leaf flying through the air.
Flower.
But it tells a whole story. Is it Flower? Are you a flower? Okay, not a leaf. I apologize.
Great game.
But yeah, people love that game too. Yeah. Those kind of weird narrative without a narrative.
Well, that company went on to make Journey, which is like.
Oh, gotcha.
Amazing.
Yeah, never played it.
Amazing. Yeah. You should. It's like an hour and a half.
Cool. Yeah, people love it. I hear people talk about it all the time, even to this day.
Yeah.
On gaming podcasts, it's always brought up when you talk about that.
Just
kind
an experience,
Absolutely.
You just remember it sticks with you.
100%. My first kind of weird question mark was Halo? Question mark?
Yes, I think they will definitely announce Halo 6.
Yeah, unfortunately. How do you feel about that? As someone who is absolutely a Halo fan,
100%
by definition,
and I'll still play it just because I just want to see what they're gonna fuck up next.
Yeah,
which is a weird reason to play something.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna hear the feedback. I think that they're going to do their best to fix the mistakes they've been making story wise.
Yeah,
but for me, I don't think 343 has made a great Halo game yet. Mm-hmm. I think Halo 4 was their best one.
Yeah, by
far. Mm-hmm. But even my biggest issue with these Halo games is that you're fighting these goddamn machines. And they're not fun to fight at all.
Yeah.
That's my core problem. There's lots of problems. Mm-hmm. But at the core, shooting grunts and elites and hunters and jackals is incredibly fun.
Yeah.
It's just really, really fun to fight the Covenant.
Yeah.
And we're instead fighting these Forerunner machines, and I hate shooting them. It doesn't feel good, and the game doesn't feel good. Can't even tell you what's going on in the story right now.
The Covenant always had a weird personality about them when you were fighting. Like when you would stick a grunt with a grenade.
Oh, yeah.
It just explode. It was always fun. Or they would just go dive randomly into different directions. But you know me. I didn't play Halo 5. I've been very uninterested in the Halo franchise since the great catastrophe of Halo Master Chief Collection.
Right.
That really turned me off toward them. So I'm not sure that I'm looking forward to hearing about new Halo things, but I'll be interested.
Interested to watch it.
Yeah.
I want to see what it looks like, what it feels like. It's going to be a tone setter. I don't think it's going to be any gameplay.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a trailer. Like a 90-second trailer.
Yeah.
That'll kind of give you a teaser about the story, and then it'll say 2019.
Yeah,
that's going to be probably going to be it.
That's fair.
Are we going to get? So I have a couple quote unquote predictions.
Yeah.
One of them is that I think that Turn 10 Studios, they make Forza.
Mm-hmm.
We do know it's confirmed that they are working on a single player game for Xbox One that's not racing. I think it's Fable.
Oh.
I don't know if it's a reboot or a sequel.
Okay.
But I think we get a last year Nintendo Metroid style thing where they play some music and they show like a grassland with, you know what I mean? That's very artistic. And then it fades in, it says Fable, and the crowd goes wild, and that's it.
Yeah, because Fable had, what was it, like an anniversary edition for Xbox 360, right? Where they kind of redid the graphics and it ran a little bit better, but not so much a reboot.
And then they closed down the Lionhead Studios.
Right. So everyone was like, that's the end of Fable.
Yeah, they own Fable. They need something. Yeah. Like, Xbox needs something. Like, outside of 2 shooter franchises and a racing franchise, they need an RPG.
Right.
So I think that we're again, it's not going to be like a big announcement or gameplay or release date or anything like that. I just think it's going to be like, hey, everybody, kind of like a God of War thing. Like, we're working on this.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
Stay tuned.
I definitely think that's fair. Did you say you had another one?
I did have another one. I just based on previous relationships, I think that Microsoft is going to feature Cyberpunk 2077's release demo. Because they're not going to go on the PC show because nobody watches the PC show.
Right, yeah.
And they have a former relationship with Microsoft because Witcher 2 was an Xbox 360 / PC exclusive. So console exclusive was Witcher 2. So they have previous relationship with Microsoft and putting their stuff on there. And I feel like, again, Microsoft is so desperate to get anything associated with their name. So we might see Assassin's Creed on the Microsoft one like we did last year.
Yeah.
Even though Ubisoft's doing it, we saw that the big release and the big thing was on Microsoft's stage. So I'm not saying it's going to be an Xbox exclusive. It'll come out on all the PC, PS4, and on Xbox, but they're going to want to get that on their stage, I think. So I think we'll see Cyberpunk 2077 finally with a full-on gameplay reveal and a release date for like fall of next year or winter next year.
That's fair. That's a good prediction. I think that'd be interesting because
my fucking mind.
Because the idea of that game has been pretty quiet, right? I mean, since the original announcement, nothing. So that'd be interesting for sure. Anything else from Microsoft for you?
Nah, man.
So moving
to the good part.
Yeah, get to the good part, to the studios we trust. Let me take a look here. Sorry. So after that, we have Bethesda at same day, June 10th on Sunday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm sure you've got pages and pages and pages of notes for this one.
No, I don't have pages because a lot of this is just discussion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any predictions. I can tell everyone right now, and I hope I'm not stealing one of your points.
You might be. Let's hear it.
Do you want to wait?
No, go ahead. I'm interested now.
Elder Scrolls 6 is not being talked about. It's not being announced. It's not being referenced. It's not being... He's not going to... Pete Hines won't look... No. Pete Hines is not going to look... Not going to look Elder Scrolls 6 in the fucking eye. He won't even look at them in a reflection of a mirror. They're not talking about Elder Scrolls 6.
That was that was my Ian pipe dream.
Yeah,
right? It's something I know isn't going to happen.
Because at least about a pipe dream is something where you don't know. Pete Hines has come out and said, look, I'm not talking about Elder Scrolls 6 for years.
When you talked about redoing Knights of the Old Republic, at the end of that you said it's not going to happen.
Right.
So that's how I feel.
That's because I don't trust EA.
That's how I feel about Elder Scrolls. It's obviously not going to happen. That was my quote-unquote pipe dream, but that wasn't my only prediction, and that's not what I thought you were going to say.
Okay. I just know that whenever we say Bethesda...
Yeah. People think Elder Scrolls.
They think Elder Scrolls. That's the other thing, too. I put a tweet out like a week ago, and most of our listeners, I think, know this. But if there's anyone listening that's doesn't know how it works, and that sounds condescending, and I mean this.
No, you don't mean it to be. Yeah.
Bethesda Game Studios is a development team. Bethesda is a publisher. They own Bethesda Game Studios. They are separate. I have been talking to a lot of people who think Wolfenstein was made by the people who make Elder Scrolls and Fallout. And Doom, and no.
Yeah, to the casual fan, if you call it that, there's kind of a weird disconnect there.
It's confusing.
What is a publisher? What is a developer? A lot of people don't know. So it's fair to know.
People get mad. They're like, oh, it's because they're spending time making ESO. They have nothing to do with
different teams, totally different people. Totally different money.
Todd Howard has never made anything for Wolfenstein or Doom or Dishonored or.
But a lot of people don't know that. That's good that you bring that up. Yeah.
I just want to make sure that's we're super clear. The last game the Bethesda Game Studios made was Fallout 4, and that's it.
Right. But being at Bethesda's show, they could still talk about the other games, right?
100%. Oh yeah. Which is and I love the suite of games that Bethesda has brought to us the last several years.
So I'm gonna just calmly mark that off in my notebook. My other question mark, I'll keep calling them, is a Doom 2. Maybe kind of teaser, kind of hint, kind of trailer, because I think that game did so much better than a lot of people anticipated.
Right.
Even having the Doom name, maybe I personally didn't think it would catch on the way it did, because maybe the people who play Doom, or I mean, at that point, are all grown and maybe not really interested in video gaming anymore. But yeah, I think a Doom 2 announcement, teaser, hint, trailer. Kind of thing.
Flip out.
Maybe he comes out with a Doom shirt on.
It is helping to develop Rage 2, but they could definitely still be working on Doom 2. They have to be working on Doom 2.
I don't know. That's what happens on
or whatever you're gonna call it. I agree. That would be wonderful.
Yeah,
that would be wonderful.
I knew you'd like that one. Just 2 more points here. One, I think we're gonna obviously get more Fallout 76.
Yes, probably. I wanted to talk about Fallout 76 a little bit.
Let's just dive into that, because I just put here multiplayer. I think we'll probably get some multiplayer gameplay, something like that. I'm not even sure. Like a lot of people, I'm sure what exactly this game is supposed to be yet. Because there's a lot of talk of maybe it's not so much an RPG, but more of a I don't want to call it a strategy, but like a weird kind of base building.
It's like, I think it's going to be
survival,
like Forest, Rust, Daisy, but it's not going to be take Forest out of this. It's not going to be a piece of shit.
Right.
It's not going to run like garbage because it's made by people in a garage.
To that point,
going to be made by developers that care.
Right.
I think it'll have story. It'll still feel like a Fallout game, but it's going to be online. I just go ahead. You had another point.
No. I was just going to say, to that point, Fallout 4's building wasn't great.
No,
it had a lot of problems.
It was fun.
It was fun. It was fun at first. It definitely flopped. So I wanted to get your opinion. Maybe they revamp the building? Do they just start clean?
Yeah,
kind of introduce an entirely.
It's the same engine. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be starting clean, but I think they are going to introduce more mechanics that make the building more fun and less irritating. Because very clearly, I think it's very obvious that this game was inspired because the building took off in Fallout 4. People freaked out over it, and it went beyond what they expected it to be, I think. So I think what we're seeing is that this is the reaction of like, hey, Bethesda's like, Fallout's really popular. We can make a lot of money on a game that isn't quite the scope of Fallout 4. We don't have to have the massive storylines. Jason Schreier for Kotaku, who is like the ultimate reporter, he gets all the big leaks, and he's right like 90% of the time, is saying that it's still going to have a storyline, and it's still going to have quests, and it's going to be an open world and everything, but it's not going to be as expansive as a mainline Fallout game, and it's going to be online. For me, my concern, or my I'm curious about, is like, okay, great, it's online. Can we create private servers so that you, me, Kevin, Matt, Taylor, the group, Jeff, can all get together in our own world, shared world, and build a base and survive and try to, because Fallout, the Vault 76 in the lore, I've been looking it up, was what's called a control, because you know how they used the vaults. I don't know how you've played all the Fallouts, right?
Yeah,
all the Bethesda Fallouts.
Yeah.
So they use those vaults for like experiments and shit. Like some of the they put like one woman and 1,000 guys, or opposite, or whatever. All kinds of weird, awful, horrible experiments to see how people react. 76 was not one of those. It was a control unit. It was a basic standard 500 men, 500 women. They were given a GEC. They were given the stuff and expected to rebuild society. It was an actual functioning vault the way they were all meant to be. And it opens 20 years after the Fallout. So way before the other games. So that lends us to think, okay, so the idea is you come out with your people online. I don't think this is not an MMO.
Yeah.
Like ESO. This is like a game you get more like a Destiny or something. Where you get on, you have other people on. Maybe the vault's like a hub world.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully you can have your own. I just want my own space. I don't want other people like messing with my stuff. Like that's what I'm a little concerned about.
That's what I was going to bring up,
because
when you brought up games like Rust, and even if you look at games like Minecraft or something, you have these big servers that can have maybe like 100 people, right? If it's online. But the problem with that is that involves, unless you go to a server that specifies it won't have that does involve PvP,
right?
Especially in a game like Rust, you do have not in Rust, in other games you have PvE, right? In Fallout you would expect to have those regular enemies that be there,
ghouls, super mutants,
exactly.
That kind of stuff.
But if you have the PvP, the problem is can they like come into your base and destroy everything if
That
they're
would
more
just be
powerful than you?
awful.
And a lot of people hate that, but a
Yeah.
lot of people love that. So I'm wondering if maybe they have that private server option for you and your friends.
That would be great. I mean,
Yeah.
basically just have the Fallout experience with the base building being
Yeah.
more of a central core of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a survival game in the Fallout universe. And you get with your buddies. It's cooperative experience, and you survive against harder and harder waves of enemies and dwindling supplies, kind of like a State of Decay kind of thing.
Yeah.
Could
State
be
of Decay, like
really cool.
7 days to die. Maybe every now and then there's some kind of catastrophe that happens with a lot of enemies you have to hold off or defend against. Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity there. And, as of now, we don't know much. But,
Yeah.
that'd be an
and this
interesting
has
take.
answered another question, too, for me. Because I remember going, oh, I wonder what they're doing. Because Bethesda Game Studios opened up a second studio in Austin, Texas. Well, here you go. This is what they're doing. Maryland is there. Maryland is Todd Howard and the guys.
Gotcha. The boys.
You know,
good
some
old
of the
boys
best
club.
developers in the history of gaming. Those guys are in Bethesda, Maryland. They are working on what I want to talk about next. But did you have any other kind of...
No, my only other thing was obviously they'll talk more about Rage 2, I'm sure.
Of course.
We'll get more of that.
100%.
Neither of us are particularly interested in that, but
I'm curious.
I'm curious, yeah.
I'm like on the Anthem level of it.
Yeah.
Like I like Avalanche games. I like id.
If
So
you
I'm
go
curious.
if you go to ZeroHP on YouTube and you look at the thumbnail for the reaction video we did for Rage 2,
That's the reaction.
that's how we feel.
Like,
And I think that explains perfectly. And the word perplexed
perplexed
is the best way to describe
Yes.
how we feel about Rage 2. What
Yes.
else were you gonna bring up?
Well, the biggest thing for me, and there could be, I don't know what Arcane's doing. The last thing they made was Dishonored 2 or Prey. What came out? I think Prey came out in May of 17. I think.
Was it?
I think so. And then Dishonored 2 came out in November of 16.
Okay.
So maybe Arcane is doing something. I have no clue. We might not get anything now. But obviously, the biggest, in my opinion, the biggest part of this show is we're going to see what Bethesda Maryland is working on, which is Starfield.
Yeah, what? Wasn't
think
there some kind of that game was like talked about and then shut down or canceled or something? Am I thinking of something else?
I think so.
I must be. Yeah. I don't know. It sounds familiar, but I'm not familiar with it.
I mean, that's where everyone gets confused and thinks they hear Bethesda and they're like, oh, Skyrim and Fallout 4.
Yeah.
That team is making Starfield, which is a space RPG. It's basically like the one kind of area they haven't covered. They have fantasy, they have post-apocalypse, science fiction now.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see what. I don't care what they work on.
Yeah.
It's going to be probably a 9 or more out of 10 because that's what those guys do.
It's what they do.
And they have kept an incredible amount of people there who have been working on that stuff since like Morrowind and earlier.
Jesus
Like
Christ.
those games, those people, like the highest people up there, not just Todd Howard, there's some other people there. Because NoClip just teased that they're working on the documentary for Elder Scrolls, which melted my soul and my heart.
Oh, God.
And I saw some interviews, and they're the same interviews with people I saw who worked on Morrowind.
Oh, my God.
So like that kind of stability, just like they're gonna hit it out of the park.
Tell me the truth, Danny O'Dwyer. We want to hear it, man.
So Starfield, what would you want from like a space game made by the people who make Elder Scrolls mainline games and Fallout mainline games?
I don't know. It's so hard, right? Because the closest they've come to science fiction is obviously Fallout.
Right.
And it's so hard not to just want more Fallout because I love Fallout.
Me too.
I'm sure we won't get things
Or
like
Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, and I'm sure we won't get things like VATS. I'm sure like
No,
that
no,
kind
no.
of whole system because it's
That's
specific to Fallout. But like, where do they take that? What do you add that's new? You know what I mean? And there's so many different things you can add. And I'm not a developer and I'm not that creative. That's why I can't think of it. But
I'd like to see a semi-grounded, I would love to see it basically to where it's like our solar system is being settled, and your ship starts out and you work on your ship.
Mm-hmm.
Like your ship is like your hub world, and your role playing is like you're upgrading your ship and your armor. And I don't know, maybe you and with the open world they have like a main storyline which could be like a war between two factions, or it could be they discover alien technology or alien life under the ice on Europa or something. Who knows? But like, it would be cool to be able to travel to all basically these big open worlds on a few different planets, and you upgrade your guy and you can be good. You can be You can be an assassin or whatever. I mean, it's just kind of that super open-ended, go wherever you want, do whatever you want in the solar system, and you have a ship now instead, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like your player home that you get in Elder Scrolls and Fallout.
So maybe like a what No Man's Sky should have been kind of scenario.
Right, but on a much smaller scale.
Right,
you know what I mean? Because there'd only be like 3 or 4 large open world areas you can try. I'm just totally just...
No, yeah, I mean, that's what we're doing, though, right?
Around.
I mean, if you had like a combination of Mass Effect and like a No Man's Sky, maybe
but with that Elder Scrolls Fallout...
Yeah.
With the philosophy of, here you go.
Yeah.
Because that's what everyone loves about those games. It's like, there is a story here, and it's probably pretty good, but whatever.
I mean, when you think of all the big, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, everything everyone thinks about is that moment where you leave whatever area you started out in, and from then on, you're just doing your thing.
Right.
Literally, you come out of the vault, Fallout 3, Fallout 4.
Beautiful.
And in Skyrim, you leave that cave.
I hope Jeremy Soule does the music for this one as well.
Oblivion, you come out of the prison. They're all like that. And just that moment where it's like, here's what you could go do if you've never played this game. Go that way, and you'll encounter some stuff on the way. Or literally do whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
In any direction. And that's what everyone looks forward to. There's really no direction, but there is. For me personally, let's get it as close to Firefly as we possibly can, because it'd be amazing. Get Nathan Fillion involved if you can, and I don't know. That'd be a crazy announcement.
I'm saying that's probably tied for my most anticipated thing to see at E3 this year.
Yeah. It's so close. I can't believe every time I look at my phone to see the dates. I'm like, oh,
June 3rd. Oh man,
next week,
this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend. It's so crazy.
I can't wait for this weekend because we're gonna get EA, Microsoft, and Bethesda, and I feel like Bethesda's a good cap. Of course, the very final thing to say on Bethesda before we move on, because we're already at 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I hope there's ESO something because I get a hard on every time I do that. I'm always excited to see more ESO.
I was going to bring up maybe some more ESO expansion. I figured that would be on your list.
I don't think they're going to announce the next expansion because they usually do it. They've been doing it now May, June. So they probably won't announce that yet. They like to announce it in like February. But they'll do something. They always do. They're going to show something. They're going to have a big update or like a big change. They're like, oh, we're going to add this to PvP, or like, oh, we're going to add this functionality, or whatever it is. That'll be exciting. They usually do a hype video, or like millions of people that play the game, and I just get excited to see the hype video because I'm just such a big part of that
you get hype
community. So anyway,
Battle Royale mode. Just saying, no big deal.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? You could probably do it.
On that same day, they also have Devolver Digital, who's doing a show at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, which I'm not familiar with.
I'm not familiar.
Didn't write anything down.
No idea.
Don't know, but I'm interested. I'll watch it.
Well, definitely. Watch it.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
That's it for Sunday. The rest of this is going to be a little bit quicker because I think we hit our biggest points for what we're most excited for the most part.
I've got one other one that
Yeah. Okay.
That I'm waiting on the edge of a cliff for.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. So, and we'll get to that. The next showing is going to be Monday, June 11th from Square Enix at 1 p.m. Eastern Time.
I don't care about Square Enix.
I know you don't care about Square Enix, but
a lot of people do.
But a lot of people do. And maybe we'll get more Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Ooh, that's true.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, I didn't think about that.
Which was the one redeeming quality where I was like, okay, that interested me.
Love Tomb Raider.
It seems super dark. We talked about how we love the way that her outlook on everything is kind of turning around.
She's like realizing that she's become a murderer.
Yeah, she's for sure a murderer, and it's just now getting to her. She's like, who am I, Nathan Drake? But yeah, I'm really interested in that. I did hear rumors, not I heard them, but I read about more important people who heard rumors of some kind of collaboration with the Avengers and Marvel.
Yes.
Some kind of weird. And also, on top of that, they're not technically Avengers, so I wanted to keep them separately, but a Guardians of the Galaxy game. Yeah,
because the team that made Crystal Dynamics is making the Avengers game.
Right.
So we should definitely see something from that.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get more information on that. Anything for you? Anything else from Square Enix?
No, that was the biggest one. I forgot about the Avengers thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tomb Raider, 100%.
100%.
Now, I will mention, because it is a big deal, even though I don't give a fuck, we better see something. Just for those poor-ass fans who just get abused, we need to see something from Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I don't give a shit about Kingdom Hearts 3.
I didn't even think about that.
Every time I look at it, I'm like, oh, turn it off.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter.
People love it.
People love it, and those fans have just been beat to shit because they delay, and they keep showing it and they keep promising and they're breaking the promises. So they better have something good and meaningful and really big about that for those poor ass fans. I can't imagine being them.
Yeah,
and I'm really glad I'm not one of them.
Yeah, and the worst part is, even if they do get let down, they're going to keep holding on.
Yeah,
because they're loyal fans, they're good fans.
They want it. They want that game like more than anything. And
yeah, for their sake, I hope we hear some on that.
Fucking figure it out, Square Enix.
Figure it out. After that, we have Ubisoft on Monday, that same day on the 11th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. I think I have that correct. Yes, we do have Ubisoft. So for that one, we're obviously, I'm sure you're going to talk about, we're going to have some Assassin's Creed Odyssey we're going to see more of.
Yeah, it's either going to be on Microsoft stage or this stage.
Or Ubisoft, right.
Either way, I think this is the place to talk about it. Did you see much about it?
I don't know if there was a video. I think there was a video.
There was one. It was like the Anthem one. It was like 8 seconds long.
There's something beyond the wall. No, I didn't watch the teaser video.
It was a Spartan kicking a Persian off a cliff.
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool.
So obviously it takes place in ancient Greece, which is cool.
Love
it's different.
Love it.
It's not
Japan.
not Japan.
See, they're stuck in this situation now where if they don't do Japan, everyone's like, fuck you, I want Japan.
Yeah.
But here's the issue they've run into. Now, if they do Japan, there's 2 problems. One, there's another game that I'm probably...
I have no clue what you're talking about.
That's the one I was talking about that's tied for Starfield that we're going to talk about later.
Yeah.
Bad timing, if that turns out to be as good as I think it's going to be.
Yeah, terrible
We'll get to that game.
Yep.
And 2, let's say that game doesn't exist right now.
Yep.
After years of people begging you for it, and then you release it, the reaction isn't happiness. The reaction is about goddamn time.
Well, yeah,
and that sucks for the creators.
And after all this time, people have built up this imaginary game in their head, and whatever they release might not live up to that.
It'll never live up.
So
I do want it. The samurai are the Templars.
Yeah.
The ninjas are the assassins.
It's already there.
Built in.
The narrative's already there.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go, baby.
The white and red with the ninja. I love the whole idea, but they can't win with that now. But I think Greece is a amazing place to set it.
Yep.
Spartans are totally overrated in real life, but that's okay.
Yep.
Let's make them badass.
Why not?
They better be the Templars because the Spartans were pieces of shit for the most part. I don't know who the assassins are going to be. If they're going to be both resisting the Spartans themselves, or if they're going to be like the Persian. Are the Persians going to be the Templars? Which seems weird.
Yep.
It depends on the time, what time frame.
Yeah,
I'm very curious. I'm excited because they redid the things they needed to redo with Assassin's Creed, and this gameplay template now. Moving on, I'm much more excited now. I love the gameplay of Origins, so I think it's going to come out this year too.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
That would be insane.
I think they're going to announce October, November. Otherwise, it'll be Q1 of next year.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be a crazy reveal. I think a lot of people are looking forward to that.
I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm the fan who just. I don't really get... A lot of people are jaded. Totally get it. I'm not. Bring it on. I'll play all of them.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Anything else on Assassin's Creed?
Not on Assassin's Creed,
okay,
no.
Gotcha.
It's called Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Odyssey. Yep. I apologize if I didn't say that. I thought I didn't. I hate you. I'm just kidding.
Stop interrupting me.
Aside from that, we'll probably get Division 2.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be some of that. Maybe it'll be another choreographed fake group of friends who are calling out commands that you never use.
Really cool.
They're using gadgets in situations where you never actually use
Gunplay looks realistic. They die when you shoot them.
Yeah, they die when you shoot them.
Crazy.
It's not a level 400 character that you're farming for loot, which is what the games are, which is okay because people love that and there's a lot of replayability.
The gameplay felt good. Like the cover system, moving and firing, sound was good. Like the basics were good.
Yeah.
But then after that, for me, it just didn't. I didn't care about it.
But there's a lot of people who only play it for that after part.
Right.
You know what I mean? For the grind. So I'm sure we'll get more of that. They know that that's where their audience was. That game, Division 1, exploded on Twitch toward the end of its hype. You know, because people were getting into that loot grind and the PvP.
Right.
It exploded. So maybe that'll happen again with Division 2. Anything from you on that?
On Division?
On Division, yeah.
No, I'm not interested in playing it, I don't think, but I like seeing it.
Gotcha.
I'm looking forward to seeing what changes they make.
And my final point for Ubisoft was another question mark for me is a new Splinter Cell game.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. The last one we had was in 2013. We had Blacklist. But yeah, I would like that.
I would love that.
Yeah, I'd be in.
I didn't get into those games. I was when they came out. I didn't have patience for the stealth. I'm a huge stealth gamer now.
No, yeah, so you've switched.
So I don't know anything about the story in this because I missed out on that entire franchise.
There's probably a recap video somewhere you can watch. And that would probably break it down really well.
But I know Michael Ironsides had cancer, which is why he couldn't do like the last game. but he's back, and they put him into Ghost Recon Wildlands,
Splinterlands.
I think that was their like kind of teaser for everyone. Like, get ready.
Yep.
I really do think that will be announced, and I think it's really exciting. There's a lot of fans of that series, and if they do it in a way that maybe can catch me up, or like make it kind of like a boarding point, an onboarding point, I would be really happy with that.
Cool. Yeah, man, that's all I had for Ubisoft. Did you have anything else?
What's the game that everyone got super pumped about? Beyond Good and Evil.
Yep.
I hope we actually get some real gameplay from that.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Yeah,
it was a big deal back then. A year ago. So I would like to see more.
Yeah, 100%. So after that is something that people are going to watch. It's not something you and I are particularly interested in. The PC gaming show is that same day at 6 p.m. Eastern time.
I'll watch it.
I might watch it. Yeah.
Because Total War stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a big Total War person. Outside of that, not a lot of like PC only games that I play. I mean, I like playing a lot of different games on PC.
Yeah.
But like, what's going to be there? PUBG? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't.
Fortnite?
Yeah. I don't.
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
And Total War, Warhammer 2 is already out. They're not going to announce the third one quite yet, which it probably will come out this year or next year. Because they're so they could announce Warhammer 3.
Yeah.
Which would be amazing. But other than that, what time is that one?
Is 6 p.m. Eastern. So
what day? Monday?
Same day, yeah. Monday, June 11th.
I mean, 3 p.m. That's when I get off of work, so I'll catch it when I'll get home and flip it on.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I mean, if it's on, I might as well watch it. Maybe something good will come out of that.
Yeah.
After that, one I know you don't care about at all is going to be Sony at 9 p.m. Eastern time on that same day. We can blow over this.
I actually thought you were going to say Nintendo. I'm like, actually, I do
no. I know you do.
Because we were not friendly to Nintendo. We'll get to that.
We weren't.
We'll get to that next.
Our sincerest apologies, but we'll get to that. So for Sony, I'll just hit it real quick. A couple of things. One of my biggest things, of course, is going to be Spider-Man. I want to see more Spider-Man.
Of course. I don't
Spooderman,
at all.
No?
But I'm just ready for it. I know what it looks like. I know how it plays.
I want to play it.
I don't want to see any more of it, personally.
Yep, 100%. Nothing really else to say on Spider-Man. We'll probably get more Days Gone, which I kind of feel the same way. I don't think
we're going to see Days Gone.
Really? You don't think anything?
They just did all of that gameplay with Game Informer.
Yeah.
They had like 2 hours of gameplay, and I think they're going to show Last of Us. I don't think they want to show Last of Us 2 and Days Gone at the same time.
Right.
Which is Gone, not Gays Gone.
Gays Gone. Man. Yeah, obviously my biggest thing was going to be Last of Us Part 2. It's got a question mark next to it because I don't know, because it's just me hoping for so much, but obviously we're probably going to get another maybe like cinematic trailer on it.
Yeah.
I don't know what I don't
want to see.
Here's my thing. Now that I know about it, I want to see more.
Right.
I don't want to ever have known about it. Right. That's my problem.
I've just been hearing the whispers.
Not even the whispers, because sometimes the whispers are right. I wanted them to go, this is never happening. And I would go, okay, all right, that's fine. And then one day, they're like, hey, it's coming out in a month. And I go, yay! And I save up money for a month, and then I buy this game. But I'm sure we'll get more on that. And I know there's
we're definitely getting more on
some
that.
Strange indie third-party thing you wanted to talk about called Ghost of Tsushima.
That's tied with Starfield.
Something about
my most anticipated
Ghost
game.
of Tsushima.
I think we're going to get a full-on gameplay. This thing has been in development for 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah.
I think we need a release date. Sony is weird about release dates, though. So I think they're just going to say 2019 or early 2019.
It's always early. It's always
early 2019.
It's always early whatever.
Early and then it comes out like fucking late
October or something.
Yeah. But I think that's going to hit their Horizon slot.
Yeah.
Their God of War slot. The last couple of years, they've had that big game that comes out in the spring. That's got to be Ghost of Tsushima. It's got to be close.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get... Remember, I don't know if you remember Horizon had a big one. Had a really big...
so crazy.
Here it showed up on the monitor.
Crazy. Because you don't even have that many, like, Sony games in your background.
I only have...
Like, it might be
two
this
Horizon
and God of War, maybe.
I have 2 Horizon backgrounds.
Okay, gotcha.
Two. One is a screenshot that I took, and then there's...
Yeah. It's so... The monitor, man.
But if you think about it, Horizon came out in February.
Yeah.
God of War came out in April. I'm sure there's more even before that. Mm-hmm. But that's kind of when I think that's perfect for a new IP. I think it's going to be awesome.
Yep.
It'll be third person with stealth and really cool action and beautiful, beautiful graphics and an art style that blows everyone away. And I think it's going to be the hit of the show. just like Horizon was. It kind of stole away the show a little bit. That's what I'm hoping for and wanting really badly with an early 2019
quote unquote
release at the end. I cannot fucking wait for that. There's also, so do you have any more notes for Sony? Because I got one more thing.
For Sony, no. Go ahead.
I want to see what this next From Software game is.
Yeah.
That they teased at the Game of the Year show.
Yeah, I forgot about that completely.
I mean, even if it isn't, even if it's like a Dark Souls situation where it's not exclusive to PS4, if they show something, it's going to be on the Sony stage. Mm-hmm.
Aren't people pretty convinced it's Bloodborne 2?
Yeah, I mean, it very well could be, which would just be
awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah, so if we were going to see it, that's where we would, right?
Yeah, Bloodborne 2 or even a new IP would be wonderful. Whatever they want to do. I mean, they've proven themselves at this point, so I would love to see that at the Sony show as well. Because that would be great if you can get Bloodborne 2 or a new From Software IP. You got Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us 2. I mean, that's a Spider-Man. That's a pretty decent lineup. And then maybe they're going to do some indie games, I'm sure they're going to show. So I think Sony's set up. That's a problem with Sony is like, I'm easily disappointed by Sony shows because the expectations are just sky high all the time.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like, look, you guys are now like the best platform. Everyone expects you to shit gold everywhere, and there better not be any letdowns.
Right, yeah.
It's like, I remember last year they just like rolled a bunch of trailers. It was like...
Yeah, it was just...
And none of them were new games.
Game after game after game after game. It's almost
like
too much.
It was like 5 or 6 trailers right in a row with no breaks, and they were all games we already knew existed.
Yeah.
So we need something in the middle there that's brand new. Like Ghost of Tsushima is announced, but now we actually see it. Wonderful.
Right.
Bloodborne 2 or a new From Software IP, trailer or even gameplay, whatever. Perfect. Put those two like in the middle or end your show with Ghost of Tsushima or end your show with a Bloodborne 2 teaser and get that hype going. And then fill in the rest of it with games we already know that are coming and just get us more excited for those.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. So closing it all off, the following day on Tuesday, June 12th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, we have Nintendo with their show, which I know you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Well, it's my second pipe dream is there.
Let's hear it.
Because it's going to be the system seller for me.
Can I guess what it is?
Yeah. I mean, it's written over here. I don't know if you saw it.
I didn't see it. Okay. Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah.
Yeah?
If it has, I want gameplay.
That'd be awesome.
And that's a pipe dream because Nintendo is just annoying.
And that would convince you to buy a Switch?
Yeah, I'm already planning on it anyway. I want to play Breath of the Wild.
Play Zelda so bad.
I definitely want to play Zelda. Yeah. And Mario. Mario looks wonderful. It got like 10 out of 10s across the board, just like Zelda did. Even though it didn't convince me at first, didn't look great to me, but I was dead wrong about it. And there's a lot of games on there that I feel belong on there. I'm hoping we see some Pokemon stuff would be really fun. That would connect me with my childhood. I have that big childhood connection with my Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
Playing Pokemon, so I'd love to see Pokemon.
Maybe
I want to play
Smash Bros. Some more Smash Bros.
Oh yeah, they're gonna show off gameplay for Smash Bros. For sure. I'm not a huge Smash Bros. Fan because I'm so bad at it.
Yeah, me too. I'm the exact same way. Yeah, I'm terrible at it.
At that game.
I'm terrible at it, man.
I never know where I am.
No,
I'm god awful. So people can call me whatever they want if I hate that. I'm not a fan of the game because I'm just so bad at it.
Yeah.
But it is still fun to get together with a group of friends and play that. And then I want to see some more third-party support. Maybe some new ports that they're going to get people excited. I don't have anything in particular. Maybe Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Bethesda likes to... I don't know if they would show that on the Bethesda night.
That is a good question.
Or if they would show that on the Nintendo night. I don't know if Fallout 4 is too advanced. I don't feel like it is. Because Fallout 4 didn't feel like it was... It felt kind of last gen a little bit.
It didn't feel leaps ahead of Skyrim. You know what I mean? Like, but
so I don't know how Bethesda has been really hooked up with Nintendo. They've put everything on there. They've put Doom and Wolfenstein 2, and they've put Skyrim and all this. So I just feel like that would be a natural announcement. Fallout 4.
Yeah.
So all of that, there's other games I want to play like Stardew Valley. I feel like it's perfect for the Switch. So there's a lot of stuff I want to play on there. But if they come out and I see Metroid gameplay and they give me like a release window, it's just a matter of time.
Yeah,
I'm gonna own a Switch at the very latest the day that comes out.
Wow,
Metroid is one of my all-time like top 10 franchises. Like I love Metroid. Love it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are really looking forward to that. Their conference in particular, because now with the Switch, there's so much more opportunity, I feel like. And all these other franchises and games that people are looking to. So all I had here was Super Smash Bros. And Metroid Prime. Nothing else from me from Nintendo because I'm so behind. I still want to play Zelda.
Yeah, me too. We're both behind on them. I'm sure there's going to be some surprises. I don't know. Again, Ubisoft also has a relationship with them with the Rabbids game. It did really well.
Yeah.
It did really well, so maybe they'll have another thing like that. Yeah. But I was bummed last year. I was pretty upset that they were just like, they treated Metroid the way that they did, where it was just like a logo. You're like, oh yeah, Metroid.
We do that.
Like, that's not just some game. You know what I mean? Like that's fucking Metroid. Yeah. Like you wouldn't do that with Zelda or Mario. Metroid's like number 3 on that list of like well-known Nintendo franchises. So I hope it's the central core of their show.
Yep.
And if it's not, I'm gonna be pretty bummed.
Yep. Well, that's it, man. That's each show, with the dates and times.
Death Stranding for Sony. You think they're gonna show another video of that?
Oh, that is.
I totally forgot about that. Not to
I don't know. I think we'll get more on it for sure. Maybe Norman Reedus will come out with a thing and a baby and hang out and like I don't know. And
he just walks out naked onto the stage with a baby. Hey guys, my name's Norman Reedus. Here's my penis.
Just dick out.
And this is my naked baby.
I know he's got a crossbow on. Like it's not even the same thing. It's like Norman Reedus, you're not really Daryl, and he's like whatever. I don't know. Maybe we'll get like another weird cinematic trailer on that because no one even knows what
they're always super interesting.
Yeah.
Like that last one, I was pretty into that last one.
I'm into it.
Super sci-fi horror. I'm a whore for sci-fi horror.
I'm into it like I just want to know what it is.
Yeah.
That's a game that I will 1000% watch a game a playthrough for. Never play it.
Really?
Yeah.
You're deciding that already?
Yeah, because it's a game that's made to be, I feel like, viewed rather than played. That's at least the impression they're giving. Are you kidding me with these crazy Japanese cinematic Norman Reedus, like weird videos that they're putting out?
I want to play it. I want to see.
Yeah, no,
especially since like Metal Gear 5 was excellent. I didn't care for the story. Yeah, it was super Japanese.
There wasn't one. Yeah,
but like the dialogue was garbage. Yeah. But I mean, the gameplay was amazing.
Oh, it was incredible. Yeah, I mean, I played hundreds of hours of Metal Gear 5. So
like, why wouldn't I want to play it? That's the same guy. I mean, it's Hideo Kojima, man.
I need to see more. Obviously, like everyone else.
The thing is, they're just going to keep showing cinematics.
Well, stop it!
I want to see gameplay.
Stop it! Yeah.
So
I don't know. No more babies.
All right. Well, there's our pre-E3 podcast.
There it is.
I can't wait to start recording these.
Yeah. So, are we doing a podcast next week? That's my question.
Well,
because we have a lot of stuff.
I think the podcasts are going to be. So here's what should we talk about this off the show?
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Okay, guys, we're not gonna tell you the plans because we don't know the plans.
We don't know the plans,
and you will see how those plans formulate next week.
Stay tuned.
Have a great rest of your week, guys. We'll catch you next time.
Later.